Hi guys, myself Naresha from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Today I am going to explain about differential erosion, corrosion and its types. Differential erosion, corrosion. When metal is exposed to different concentration of air or oxygen, the part of metal exposed to lower concentration of oxygen becomes anodic and undergoes corrosion, whereas the other part of the metal is exposed to higher concentration of oxygen becomes cathodic and remains unaffected. This kind of corrosion is called as a differential erosion corrosion. Let's see the example. Iron rod is partially immersed in a NaCl solution. The part of the metal immersed in a solution exposed to lower concentration of oxygen become a anodic and undergoes corrosion. This is NaCl solution. This is iron rod. The iron rod is immersed in a NaCl solution. This part will be undergoes corrosion because of less oxygen. It acts as a anode, undergoes corrosion. Whereas the other part of the metal outside the NaCl solution is exposed to more oxygen, become cathodic and remains unaffected. This is the outside of the solution. The rod, it does not undergo corrosion because of more oxygen and it acts as a cathode. Two types. One is water line corrosion and second one is pitting corrosion. Water line corrosion. It is absorbed in a steel or iron water tanks partially filled with water for a long time. In our homes, we will fill with water in a iron water tanks. The inner portion of the tank below the water line is exposed only to dissolved oxygen and act as a anode, undergoes corrosion. Next, various other portion above the water line is exposed to more oxygen and act as a cathode. It is unaffected. See, this is example for water line corrosion. It is a water tank. This part will be undergoes corrosion because of less oxygen. It acts as a cathode anode. A distinct brown line is formed just below the water line due to the deposition of rust. We saw in our homes some iron tank which inside the rust will be formed. Cell reaction. At anode, the metal will be converted into metal ion, and at cathode, the two water molecule plus oxygen and 4 electrons which will converted into 4 OH minus. Example, ships which remain partially immersed in a sea water for a long time undergo water line corrosion. We saw below part of the ships which will undergo corrosion because of less oxygen, it will undergo corrosion because of it act as a anode. See, this is a below part of the ship. It is a brown color which is undergoes corrosion. The bridges also undergoes corrosion. Pitting corrosion. This type of corrosion is observed when dust particles or oil drops are deposited over the metal surface. Pitting corrosion is due to the first one, the metal surface is not homogeneous, and second one is external environment is not homogeneous, and third one, crystallography directions are not equal in the reactivity. Next, fourth one, environments are not uniform with the respect to the concentration. Pitting corrosion is very dangerous because of its forms small holes on the metal surface. It is the biggest loss in the industries. Pitting corrosion results when the portion of the metal covered by a dust which is less aerated becomes anodic and undergoes corrosion and form a pit. Pit means a small type of hole. The remaining area of the metal which is exposed to higher concentration of oxygen becomes cathodic and remains unaffected. The metal which is undergoes less exposed to less oxygen it will be undergoes corrosion. The metal which is more exposed to oxygen does not affected by the corrosion. Once a small pit is formed on the rate of corrosion increases because of formation of small anodic area pit means it is a small type of hole to corrode faster because accepting electrons from the cathodic area increases. A pit is formed on the metal surface because of the chemical reactions. It causes great impact on the it causes great loss on the industries. At anode, the Fe will be Fe means metal iron will be converted into Fe plus 2 and 2 electrons. At cathode, half of oxygen plus H2O plus 2 electrons, which it will be converted into 2 OH minus. The net reactions Fe2 plus and 2 OH minus, which will undergoes FeOH minus 2. It is a rust. This is an example for the pitting corrosion. The small holes formed on the metal surfaces because of less oxygen. Thank you for the watching video. See you next time.